Yeah.
Yeah, we're ready to go.
Yeah.
We're getting straight into it.
On Lijiang Tower, the classic first map.
Lijiang Tower.
I mean, what else is there to say about it?
It's a old map. Everyone knows Lijiang Tower. I mean, it's the map that we played on our show match, which we saw it to be pretty easy to play. I think everyone already knows this map. Nothing's really changed about it either. So it's a classic map, and
At least we'll see what our team comps here in a little bit.
Is gonna get pulled out. This is gonna be a classic. What is it called? Control.
Yes, control. Yeah.
So it's gonna be the team to capture the point and then start getting the percentage up. And once the team reaches 100, that's gonna be a point for their team. They need 2 points.
Looks like we're on a Ram comp here.
They need 2 points to win.
Yep. So 2 out of 3. Very interesting comp here coming from our team. I mean, it's Ram, Baptiste, Lucio, May, and Tracer versus a Ana, Reaper, Torb, Kiri, and Mauga. So it's gonna be very interesting to see what we have here.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what they do with this comp. I mean, Symmetra being played by us, so that's always a good thing. I love seeing the Symmetra come out. Space. But with their comp, they have a Reaper and a Torb, so I kind of want to see what they pull off with this. Kind of stuck in third person though, which is very unfortunate.
Yeah. I know with
Starkey on the
recent
flank right
Tracer buff.
Tracer got buffed?
There's a Tracer buff. She got a little bit of a health increase and damage increase. So she's going to be one of those characters that you're going to be seeing a lot.
Oh my gosh. It's going to be Clay in trouble here, but they do get the first 2 picks, so this could help him win the first fight coming into the site. Now it's going to be only 2 more members of UNT.
Starkey going down.
Still not winnable yet. They need to finish off the last few players if they want to take this site. It's very hard to tell who's who with both teams being like purple and pink.
Yeah.
For USM, they're just not going to recapture the point, and UNT is just going to slightly back up and regroup. So USM's going to keep control of this entire area.
We don't see any changes coming out
there's
from
the bat ball.
UNT, so I mean they're pretty confident on their comp that they have going in here.
The bat ball is going to come out. It's going to stall them out just a little bit. They're not going to push into it. They're just going to respect it. But the Blizzard is going to be up for hit smash. This could go crazy. Curie ult's going to come out. This is the Mail. But he is going to get slept. Not going to capitalize off the Mail. And this is going to be a bloodbath.
Yeah, especially with the Ram ult here. I mean, if you can't get away from it, everybody just dies.
Starkey got in 2 there with his ult. And that's just going to be a team wipe for USM. I mean, great picks. Starkey just destroying them in that fight. I'm trying to figure out how to get into first person still.
Yep, they use Mauga there.
The Mauga ult's going to come out. Not sure who it got trapped. It's going to be hit smash trap, so it's going to be very hard for him to finish him off.
Reaper taking 2.
Ooh, going to find 2. He's going to find 3, actually.
Yeah.
And that's just going to be USF slaughtered. But they do have 78%. Starkey's still alive, though. Trying to be as much of a pest as possible.
Yeah.
Getting a pick of his own. So that's going to be them staggered now. Starkey has to get out before he gets them staggered. It's going to be a 4v5 here in the next fight. UNT slightly playing back as they do realize that they're down 1 member. It's going to be Ymir coming up. Trying to take all this space from UNT. Starkey's going to find one. Hit smash going to find the next. And it's going to be 3 down for USM. They're just picking apart UNT. Mauga going to get walled off and get picked off. That's going to be a team kill.
Great picks there from both Starkey and Hilt on the May. and the Tracer, sort of just playing the best two DPS right now. May
Yeah.
just being so absolutely nuts, and then
She does,
Tracer.
yeah. Hit
just-
smash does have his ult, which could be very
Tracer also
big.
has ult.
Here we go. They're gonna try to delay with the ult. It's gonna kill Torb for it. They're gonna be one down now. There's gonna be 2 picks for USM. Clay in a lot of trouble here. He does have his ult. Gonna pop it. Gonna get a kill of his own on 99%. They're gonna get into overtime with this objective. And
There
with
it
that
is.
last kill, that's gonna be a first point going to USM.
Yeah.
Making it 1-0. That was a great map from USM there. Just really good control overall. How did you feel about that round?
I felt like it was a very good game from our entire team.
Yeah.
Just that Tracer May combo seemed to be working for us. I mean, Starkey just knows how to play that Tracer so
Yeah,
well.
I think Starkey's positioning really helped them, and like finding that one pick on that Ana that one time, and staggering their team as the rest of USM got back into the fight. I think that really helped them recapture the point. So it was really great stuff coming out from USM. Here we go. USM gonna be the first one to the point, as UNT, they're gonna have to try to retake the site here. It's gonna be Starkey on the flank. As the point's about to unlock in 5 seconds, USM looking to capture the first point. Ooh, Mauga. All alone, by himself. Now the rest of UNT is gonna hop into the site. You know, Ymir's gonna go down to the Torb there. Oh, and the ult's gonna come out,
Yeah.
but no one's gonna be there alive to try to
Yeah, I don't think the ult should have came out there.
capitalize off of it. And now USM gonna have to regroup before they try to get it back into the site.
Yeah, I mean, with UNT taking that objective super early, I mean, and just
Yeah.
capitalizing off of that team kill, I don't really know how
I
easy
think-
it is for our team to get back onto there.
Yeah, I think that ult was played a little bit late,
Yeah,
which
definitely.
is gonna put him on the back foot here.
Window comes out, so does the ult from Tracer.
Here we go, USM trying to get back in.
I'll get down. That's interesting. That's really good for us.
Yeah, Mao goes down. That's gonna be their tank down. That's gonna put him. It's gonna put him in a tough
Lucio-
situation. But the
Lucio
Lucio
beat
ult,
And Torball.
ooh, that's
Reaper
gonna
has
find
the
all the
ult, I
picks that they
mean-
need. It's just gonna be hit smash, the last one alive. And that's gonna be him taken out there. I mean, they got the tank down pretty early, but the beat and the Torbolt really just destroyed them.
Yeah, I mean, that
Yeah.
Mauga ult's also going to be able to hold so much space. If he ults in that front area there,
Yeah,
nobody can walk through it. So, I mean, and he can just block off so much time with that Mauga ult. I mean,
there we go. They're gonna Ramatra ult.
yeah.
Maybe we see some ults coming out from UNT.
There's the Mauga
There's a
ult.
Reaper ult coming out from UNT. That's gonna find
Ooh.
3 of USM's members, and that's just gonna stop the push entirely. And with 80% left, USM looks like they only have one more fight coming into this next regroup or retake. This might be the last fight of this map. They do have ults for this. They do have the
Yeah.
May ult once again.
They're just walking on point. I mean, they have to. They're at 98, 99. Now we're in
Here
overtime.
we go. Everyone's gonna be able to get on point. May ult's gonna come out.
Ooh. There's
Some
a few
picks
coming
coming through.
down.
It's gonna be a 2v2 now on the site. Starkey gonna find some of his own. It's just gonna be Starkey and his smash left versus the Lucio, and that's
There's
gonna be
Lucio.
USM winning that fight. I mean, in overtime.
Yeah, I mean, you just see the great plays there from Starkey, and the positioning is just what I like to drag to. I mean,
Yeah,
just
staying
being in
alive.
the correct spot every time and just not dying. I mean, that's the key part.
Yeah, staying alive, and then just capturing the point for them. Great first pick from Hit Smash there too.
Yeah. That's a great pick on the Curie. The Curie is so crucial to
Ooh,
healing.
2 sticks from Starkey.
Ooh, that pick there is, I mean, that's both their supports down. I mean, now it's just the Mauga and the Torb.
There you go. USM holding very far up. They want to get as much percentage as possible and try not to lose any members. They are on 99%. They need to stay alive.
Yeah, that Torb turret going down there from Starkey.
Another Mayo about to come up too.
Yeah.
This could be crucial for the game.
Hill going down is sort of big.
They do have a lot of ults coming up too.
Yeah.
The beat's gonna come out for UNT as they're gonna try to retake the site. And
Rush
Kirkle
also
and a
comes down.
Torb ult too. It's just gonna destroy USM. I don't know if they can come back into this. Starkey
Yeah.
gonna try to touch, but not able to do too much.
Yeah, I
Because he
don't know
is
if
the
we're gonna see
closest
enough time
one.
here.
He is gonna touch
again.
once again.
I mean, he just needs to get those touches down.
There you go. Hit smash gonna get his ult down.
They do manage to get there.
Oh, the
Now
team's gonna get there and
Down
then
the Ram ult. but he just is
oh,
just
Ymir's gonna
downed
go
by
down
the-
to that. Starkey's still alive. He has another stick.
There's
Can't find
Ult's
anything with
down.
it. And this is just gonna be a tough one for
yeah.
the last few remaining members of USM. With no tank alive, this is gonna be very hard for them to stay on the point. But they're doing a good job staying on.
Starkey
And that's
going down
gonna
and
be
they
it
take it.
for USM as UNT is gonna take another round, the second round. 1-1. And a little bit of mistakes from USM, I think. With the ult usages, I feel like they lost a couple of crucial ults, and that just lost them the point right there. I mean, they almost got back, but I feel like if they had some good Mei ults instead of
Yeah.
wasting it that one time, I think that could have changed the whole outcome of that map.
Yeah. We do just see a lot of scatters being had.
Staggers.
I mean, not staggers. I mean, just scattering who you're going for. I mean,
Yeah,
it seems like everybody's just playing for themselves at this
yeah,
point.
not grouped up. But
Yeah.
I feel like that's how this comp could run with the Tracer just being all on our own, with Starkey being all on our own, and the rest of the team like.
Yeah, but
doing
I don't
their
know if
thing.
that's
Oh,
exactly
the
how
Malka
they're
is
trying
gonna
to
get
run it.
isolated here. This might be trouble for him.
Yeah,
Will he
or
stay
May
alive?
going
He
down.
does stay alive. Oh, and they're
There's
gonna
Ram going
all
down
rush
there.
back in and find the picks too. Guess I'm just gonna have to reset here. They trapped the Malga, but not able to finish him off.
Yeah.
And the rest of the team is just gonna get in there and find the team wipe. That's gonna be UNT taking the first point. Yes, I'm looking to go out towards the bridge. UNT is gonna be here to try to slow him down. Trying to get so much damage off, pushing them back onto the site. They're gonna find the first pick onto the
Down.
Reaper. That's
Looks
gonna
like
be
the
a
Malga's
crucial
low.
DPS down. Starkey does have his stick. Gonna stick the Kiriko,
Yeah.
but she did
She's Suzu.
Suzu herself, so she's gonna survive that. But I mean,
There's
that's
the team
just
kill there.
great team kill. Getting out the Immortal really early, causing the rest of the team to have no abilities, or the Kiriko to have no abilities onto that next fight.
Yeah.
And that's just all USM picking it all off.
We do use the
UNT
bat ball.
looking to push towards the side, or towards the left side, but that ball is gonna come out to slow him down. Malga gonna push himself in. Gonna get frozen though. Malga's gonna go
Malga's
down fairly quick, and the beat's gonna go down for the Lucio too, but not really helping UNT there. I mean, they're just getting torn apart. This match gonna find Torb. Maybe gonna find this Kiriko too, but he's gonna get out with 1 HP. Malga's gonna be back into the play. Oh, his smash gonna go down to the Malga. That's gonna be USM in a 4v5 now. Macho ult's gonna come out. He is
There's
gonna
the
be
beat.
trapped inside the Malga ult. Yeah,
Down
a team
the
wipe.
BAP and the Ram and the Lucio. I mean, it's just you can't come back from that. They did get almost 70% there. So, I mean, that's a huge chunk. If they could win this next team fight, they took down the Kiri.
Ooh,
That's a huge
great
pick.
It's going to be a 4v5 on this next fight. USM, they do have some ults. This could be crucial. Reaper's going to go down as well. It's going to be a 3v5 now.
Picks.
UNT is just going to have to back off. They can't really get onto the point here with 3 members. Maybe very low. He's going to grab the health pack there. He's fine. Gonna have the Ramatra ult and the Tracer ult. Actually, they have 4 ults coming up on this next fight. This could be the last few percentage they need.
I mean, if they can just use those ults effectively, I mean, they could just take whatever they needed.
Yeah, with 86% going into 90%, USM, they're looking good right now. Bapwall is gonna go in to slow him down. This is gonna be one of the last fights of this map.
Yeah,
Ramatra ult's gonna come out with the Mei ult. The Reaper ult will find 3 though. This is gonna find 4 actually. Oh my god, the Reaper just finding all 5. This crazy plays from Dez.
Yeah, I mean, we also popped that Mei ult.
The Mei ult and the Ramatra ult too.
I just feel like these Mei ults just aren't timed well.
Oh wait, did we not pop the Ramatra ult?
No,
I thought we did
save it.
I forget, like, when he goes into punch mode, I think he's, like, in his ult, because that's the same ability. But, yeah, the Mei ult's going to go down, and the Reaper ult is just going to finish off everyone on USM. But they do have Ramatra ult to try to enter this site. They only need 1 more touch of the point. Kiriko ult's going to stall him out just a little bit. Ramatra ult's going to go in. Not sure if they want to go in, though, with this Kiriko ult up. It's going to get walled off. Ramatra ult still up. Just going to go down now. Reaper's going to get to 1 HP, not quite going to go down. Starkey going to go around. His smash going to find one of his own. But Torb going to find some picks. Starkey finding a stick onto the Torb. Oh, did he go down to the turret there?
I know. It doesn't look like he did.
Smash going to go down. It's going to be in overtime now. Is any of USM on the point? It doesn't look like it. UNT
close game there.
Going to take the first map. Kind of like a bit of mistakes from USM, I feel like.
Yeah, definitely feel like they didn't work as a team. I mean,
I feel like they did until the very end there.
I mean, you see that some of them are new to the team, but like, I mean, you just have to expect more team skills. Like, I mean, I don't think they're doing terrible. I just think that things aren't being communicated.
Yeah, they were very close. And I feel like some of the ults could have been placed better. And it just costed them some percentages, and it costed them the round. I mean, there at the end, they were on 99%. In that last fight, they had 4 ults that could have very much won the whole map. But they just fell to a Reaper ult, and it was like a bit of miscommunication maybe, or I'm not sure.
I definitely think that comms are not a thing that's being had every single time you do something. In Overwatch, it's just one of those things that if you're gonna do something, you have to comment. No matter what
you have to be direct with it.
I don't think that's happening with this team right now.
But I don't think they're necessarily doing bad. I think it's just a couple of mistakes that built up, and eventually just costed them the first map of the series there.
Yeah, I don't think they did terrible. I mean, they did really communicate really well on that first point, and they almost won that 3rd point there. So I mean, they definitely had a chance to win it.
I feel like coming into this next match, you need to keep the comms up and try to secure these good ults. I mean, at the end of the day, it's the players that make the plays.
Yeah, for sure. I wonder if we're gonna stay on the same thing for Kings Row, or if we'll see anything different coming out from UNT.
I like to see Widow on this map. I'm a fan of the Widow. Even though you only play her on the start of this.
Yeah, usually you only play her to take like 1 shot or maybe 2, and then just
switch up. Yeah, but I do like to see the starting Widow.
I mean, if you can take a pick off of the Widow and then switch to something else, I mean, it's going to be huge.
Yeah. The Kings Row, got to capture the payload, and then you got to bring it all the way to the end. Not one of my favorite maps for this game mode, actually. I don't really like this map.
I'm a fan of Kings Row, I'll be honest.
I don't like it because of the spawns are so far. I feel like for the defenders.
But I do feel like that's pretty much how I feel like that's how most of these push maps are.
And it's like super narrow. I feel like that's also why I don't like this map. It's like it's just one lane, not really like many outplay. But looks like we're gonna be seeing the same comp from USM with the Ramattra, and the May, and the Tracer. They're gonna be starting off on defense. See what they're gonna start with here. Looks like Ymir Clay is gonna start off behind the statue.
Yeah. We do see an interesting comp coming from the other team. I mean, they switched it up a little bit with the May, Life
Yeah.
Weaver, and the Orisa.
And Arisa now instead of the Mauga.
Yeah.
Is Mauga still strong in the
Mauga
Overwatch?
got nerfed and he was sort of not good. But I mean, if you can play him well and you have a good team around him,
Yeah.
I mean, he's just going to do what he's going to do.
Yeah. Ooh, that's gonna be 2 picks from Ymir, and then Starkey finding another one too. That's gonna be UNT losing the first fight. They're gonna have to back up off of that. Only
Yeah.
2 of their members left.
How do you feel? How big of an advantage do you feel these first team fights are? I mean, if you win a first team fight like this, how crucial do you think it is?
Well, since they're on the first objective still, and they don't spawn as far, I think the first fight for the attackers is not too bad if you lose it, because you don't lose that much time. But once you start losing these other fights after you capture the payload, I think that really really puts you behind on the time limit. But they do have USM does have UNT trapped in this house.
Orisa may go down
Ooh,
here.
she's gonna get stuck too. That's gonna be a reset down.
Ooh.
No tank. And the rest of USM gonna flood in and find the rest of the picks. Only one member left. It's gonna be Torb, but he's gonna find one before he goes down. So Mimic might not be able to get back in time here for this next fight. That's
Yeah, I
gonna
really
be
do
the
hope
trade
so.
for Torb. Might stagger USM here. Lucio's gonna be one shot. Starkey gonna
Lucio
find the
coming down right
Lucio
away.
early. That's gonna make it a 4v4 now. As the male, it's gonna come out. I'm not sure if he froze anybody. Gonna stall on site, hit smash all alone in an ice cube. That's gonna be Ymir going down to the Orisa. I mean UNT. On the front leg here.
Yeah.
Might capture this point. Starkey, gonna be a pest though. Still alive, but he is gonna go down to the May. UNT gonna capture the point with a minute 50 left. That's gonna give him 2 extra minutes of time. Is it 2 minutes that you get for capturing the point?
I think so. I mean, I haven't played so long. I'm not 100% sure. But I mean, these first initial fights on this map, I feel like just make so much
Of a
headway
difference?
for how
Yeah.
the team plays the rest of the map. I mean, that
Yeah.
Kiri sitting up in that little window up there, just chucking kunais and then healing when needed is just going to be
Yeah, they're
something
gonna have to
that
get him
we're
off
going
the
to
high
have to
ground.
look at and then hopefully
Ooh.
find.
You're gonna
Hopefully,
find
our
one.
Tracer can get up there and
Oh,
take a
anyway.
pick on the Kiri.
Yeah.
But I mean, you just have to push him out of that space.
Ooh, Arisa getting very low.
Yeah.
Gonna go
Orisa
down
went
too, Ymir. Gonna find the pick on the Arisa. Is standing in the Torb lava though. Gonna have to back off of it. It's gonna get very low. Does a lot of damage.
Lucio
Torb.
going down.
Torb really good at zoning. Lucio going down for UNT. Gonna push him back.
Yeah, it looks
Farther.
like we're
I mean,
about
no,
at
no healers.
our 3 alts to their 2.
Yeah, and USM did push him back to this choke, so it is gonna make it easier for them to hold.
Looks like we're just waiting for an Orisa gold to pop our.
Ooh,
ult
Lucio
from
Beat's
the
gonna
May.
come out. But the male gonna be there in response. Not gonna find anything. That's gonna be hit
Choke
smash
going
going
down.
down to the other May.
And that's Ymir going down too.
Yeah, no tank and no DPS.
And there,
That's gonna have to
everybody
be
falls.
USM resetting on this point. USM need to work on focusing the low players. I feel like they did have somebody frozen in that mail, but they didn't get it. They didn't get him down. That might be UNT pushing all the way up to the checkpoint there.
Yeah, I
Stall
mean,
him out.
we really need to stop it. I mean, they're just going to get an infinite time until they get to the end if we keep giving them 2 minutes every time.
Bat ball coming
Map
out.
falling super early. I mean,
Yeah.
that's just not good for us.
Ooh, Ymir getting very low too.
Yeah.
Might be in trouble here. Yeah, that's going to be 3 members of USM going down. Starkey on the flank, but the rest of his team needs to respawn.
Yeah, I mean, when that BAP falls so early in these fights,
Mhm.
I mean, you just can't heal everybody with the Lucio. With the BAP being the main healer,
You
if
need
they
him to stay
fall
alive.
early, your whole team's just gonna fall apart.
Yeah, I feel like that really staggers your team if the BAP goes down.
I feel like that maybe what UNT is going for is trying to pick that BAP super early
Yeah, trying
and
to
then
target him.
and then just kill everybody else after.
Which is a good game plan. It's been working out for them as they are approaching the last point. The
May
May
going
wall gonna go
down.
down. There's 2 May walls. Risa ult gonna go out, try to stall out
There's
USM.
Sarissa.
She is gonna go down for it. The Lucio's gonna go down as well.
There's the Torb.
Oh my gosh, just great team fight from USM. Gonna find all the picks that they need and secure the point.
Switching up to the Mauga here.
Wonder what they're gonna change up for USM, seeing the Mauga instead of the Arisa on this last point or this last push. Starkey does have his
There's
ult.
the-
The beat's gonna go
Yeah,
down,
beat going down.
and
You
they're
see
gonna
the
flood
Mayo.
in. Oh, the Mayo, it's gonna go out. Torb's gonna get frozen. Mauga
Mauga frozen.
still gets frozen.
That's so
too.
good. Mauga going down, but
USM. Clay just trying to punch away, getting the May dead. Gonna use his ult, trying to stay alive. Mauga
yeah.
gonna be standing in front of him. I thought the Mauga went down there.
I thought he did. I mean, he was frozen with 5 HP. I'm surprised he didn't.
I thought he was down. Here we go.
Yeah, and there's our May
Ooh,
going
hit
down.
smash gonna go down. That is insane pick from UNT. 1 minute left. Clay needs to try to stay alive here. The bat wall is gonna come down in their spawn. Gonna get the
Mauga's dead.
Mauga.
We're at 12 HP though.
We need some heals going on. Mayo's gonna come out from the UNT, trying to secure the last push with no tank though. USM could capitalize on this. No tank.
Yeah.
Gonna
Taking
find the
down
Torb. Ooh, Clay gonna go down to
Clay
the
going down
May. And can someone
going down.
touch?
Being a touch
Lilith's
there.
gonna be able to
I mean,
touch, but it's also gonna
Yeah,
go
it's just
down,
not enough.
and that's gonna be UNT getting all 3 points with 50 seconds left.
yeah, they just tried so much there, but I think
Mhm.
the Mauga is just too much for them.
I mean, they got the Mauga in the last fight there too. It's just the rest of them. I think they need to work on staying alive with the Mauga down, and then getting these heals off. But not a bad round. 53 seconds. That's a lot of time
Yeah.
taken off. So
I mean, I
But-
think that the Kiri on the enemy team is putting in so much work.
mhm.
If we can find a way to take her down with maybe even
Yeah.
our Tracer, I mean, I think if we can take down that Kiri,
Yeah.
it'll just be so good for us.
Yep. It's gonna be USM on the attack now, which I do see a Bastion instead of a
Ooh.
Tracer. This might be
I
the
like
change
the
they need.
Bastion here. You know that's one of my personal
Yeah,
favorites.
yeah, I know you. Yeah, I know you
I'm
like to
known
play
for
the
my
Bastion.
Bastion gameplay, and against a Mauga, Bastion is just so strong. And even the Orisa here,
Against anybody really.
Yeah,
If
I
you
mean-
get caught off guard by the Bastion in turret mode,
it's just
you're
over.
basically dead.
Yeah.
That's just the type of character he is. Once he's in turret mode, you can't peek him.
It creates so much pressure for the enemy team to just not be in the area that the Bastion's in. I mean, the Bastion is so good at just creating his own path.
Yeah, but also playing Bastion, you're a very big hitbox.
Yeah.
You gotta really position yourself to get these picks. You can't really just sit out in the open in turret mode and expect to get
It's
5
definitely
kills.
it's definitely a peek around a corner and just use try and take away half your hitbox and try and peek that.
And I like what USM is doing here. They're already on the site. This is very different from how UNT approached. They went inside the house instead. USM looking to just go around the statue. And they're gonna find 2 picks already too.
We'll see
Could be
how
great
the
first
honor
pressure.
switch here. I mean, I do notice that from UNT. We'll see how the honor switch here does for them. I mean, they do go down.
Yeah,
Taking the objective here.
they're gonna take the objective pretty fast. That was on the first initial push too.
That's
So
great for them.
What you're talking about the initial fights being so crucial on this map. I mean, they just set a tone there. Just
Yeah, I mean,
just
you
rushing in
saw
and grabbing
UNT
it.
lost the first team fight, and then they ended up with 53 seconds left. They ended up getting a point with 2 minutes left, going up to 4 minutes, and
Mhm.
we're here at 6. So I mean,
Yeah.
winning that first team fight gives you so much time just to do the thing that you need
Yeah,
to do.
and do you think the second checkpoint that you need is the hardest one? The one where you
It
go through all
definitely
the
is.
alleys?
This is definitely the hardest checkpoint in this map.
Yeah.
It's usually the second checkpoint is the hardest in these push
Ooh.
maps, just because of the length that you have to go to actually win the game.
I mean, the BAP wall or the BAP screen is gonna get him past his first choke, and this Mail is also gonna get him past his next one too. So I like how USM are using these ults to get around these corners.
Yeah.
But it might cost them here since they have nothing
Starkey
to
falling.
retaliate for their ults.
There's Lucio going down.
Yeah, USM just gonna get wiped out.
Yeah. There's
But they are
everybody.
pushed pretty far up, so seem to be able to find a way back in. With these alleyways being so hard to like push the cart through. Oh my god, Starkey's just flying in there with a grenade boost.
Yeah, I mean, if you can just put that Bastion in front and then have the Ram be there for your protection, I mean, you can turret and then hopefully kill everybody. They just use anti there super early. I don't know
Ooh.
if it's going to be
Oh my god, his
enough
smash.
to make it worth it.
There is a Torb turret behind them when they go around this corner. I'm not sure if they know that yet.
Yeah. We do have a Ram ult. They do use May.
Ooh, the Riso with the freeze. Oh my gosh.
The Orisa getting a 4K in their ult with the combo.
Yeah,
of
the
May.
May combo with the Orisa ult.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't write it up any better than that.
Yeah.
You wall them off, you freeze 4 players, and
Yeah.
you get their Orisa ult in there. That's just going to be a team wipe for UNT. That's just great teamwork. A lot of chemistry needed to pull that off.
Yeah.
Starkey's going to go down pretty early there, which is going to stagger USM just a little bit. They still have 3 minutes left. I mean, this is the hardest point to get through. They do have a couple ults coming up. I want to see how they use these to get past this checkpoint.
I've sort of heard the comms die down a little bit. I mean,
Yeah, especially after the first initial fight.
yeah.
Comms are definitely slowing down just a bit, but
There's
the wall's going to come off with the Baptiste wall. It's going to slow him down just a bit. Starkey not going to find much from his turret mode.
There's the Curie going down. And our Blizz coming in.
Oh, the Blizzard's not going to find the Orisa just out in the corner of the Blizzard.
There's the Torb using his ult too.
Yeah, which is going to really zone and control
Yeah.
the map. And USM just going to have to back up. Not much they can do here. Starkey's going to pull out his artillery, though. Maybe
Yeah.
he could find some picks. He did find one. Find these last few.
Couldn't find anybody with this ult there.
Does it go through the ground?
It doesn't.
It does not go through the ground.
No.
Okay.
I just think he ran out of time there.
Yeah. I think he was just trying to scout out where they are, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, it's a
Trying
great
to
thing to
zone
do. If you can figure out exactly where they are, then you can know a better push there.
There's going to be Tor finding the tank, though. Ymir's going to go down. It's going to make USM stall out just a little bit more as they got to wait for the tank. Ooh. This smash in a very tough spot there. But he
Yeah.
does get out alive.
There's
Gonna
anti.
get Gonna have to be careful here. USM have 1 minute and 30 seconds left to put something together.
I mean, we do sort of see the reverse happening here. They won the first team fight and then have lost everyone after versus
Yeah.
UNT losing that first team fight and then
And
winning
winning
everyone
everything,
after.
UNT really good at getting past the second checkpoint, I guess. But they do have the May ult and the Orisa ult once again, and it looks like they're going to try to do the same thing again. They do have everyone frozen. Oh, that's going
I
to be
mean,
a
everybody
team
went down
wipe.
from the Torb anyways.
Yeah, that's going
There's
to be
everybody
team
going
wipe.
down. I just feel like UNT just has such a better connectivity just with all their
Yeah.
plays that they're making than we do.
Yeah, they saw that they had the Blizzard and they had the Orisa ult.
Yeah.
2 key component ults to combo with, and they just went out there and did it. I mean, especially with these little lanes, like it's hard to dodge it
Mhm.
when you're stuck in these little alleyways.
I mean, the May ult in this specific push here is just overpowered with
Kiriko.
the fact that you can't escape it that well.
The Kiriko rush.
Yeah, the Kiriko rush here destroying both our BAP and
it's
our
gonna
Ram.
Destroy
And then there
everybody.
goes down the Lucio. I mean, it's just not looking good here.
But yeah, this is gonna be the last fight for USM. There's gonna be 20 seconds left. They need
Hopefully
need
we
to
see
get
a
up
Ram
there
ult here.
in overtime. What do they have? Ramacho ult?
Yeah, hopefully we see a Ram ult here.
We need
We
to see
also
the
have a
Ramacho ult,
Blizz.
which is gonna come out. Torbolt is gonna come out as well. Gonna kind of slow them down. The Blizzard's gonna come out for USM,
Yeah, Ram
but
going
I'm
down.
not sure if this is gonna be what they need. And Starkey's just stuck behind the Torbolt and really just stalled out there.
There he
Not going to be able to
goes.
get up. And that's going to be 4 picks coming from UNT. Going to stop USM in their tracks. Going to take the second map.
Yeah, I mean, it was just so good for them. I mean, every fight after that first one just ended with UNT winning.
Yeah. I mean, UNT, they lost the first point very easily, but I think their comp was really just made for that alleyway with the, I mean, look at this play of the game. It's just beautiful.
Yeah, I mean,
The
it was
Arisa
just
and
the 4K from the Arisa and May combo is just so good.
They pulled it off another time, too. They got 4 frozen once again, but the Arisa ult didn't get popped there.
Because the Torb ended up killing everybody else.
Yeah. It was just great teamwork from UNT. But USM gonna go down 2-0. Still winnable.
Yeah.
They just need to pull it together on this next map, which is gonna be, what is this map called?
Shervasa.
Servasa. What is this game called? Where
this
you
is
have to capture? Oh, it's Flashpoint.
Hipstorm, Flashpoint, and Shervasa.
I don't like Flashpoint.
Flashpoint is one of my least favorite maps.
Yeah.
The only time our academy team won was when we won a couple of times when we were on was it New Junk City? It's just one of those maps that
New Junk City is
New Junk
also
City is
like,
one of those like worst maps. But for
Yeah.
some reason, we just played it so much because other teams picked it
yeah.
that we just ended up knowing how to play it.
It's definitely one of those like throw off maps to throw off your opponents.
Yeah,
I don't like playing New Junk City for Flashpoint. I don't think anybody does.
definitely.
And I don't think anyone's really like too good at it. But if you learn New Junk, that's kind of like a trap card type of map, you know?
Yeah, I mean, what if you can be really good on those off maps and force teams to play off, and you know what you're doing? It's such a huge advantage for your team that it can swing entire games.
USM
You
going
sort of
into
see the same
Flashpoint here.
thing
They
here.
need to win this map. They want to stay in this game. But there needs to be a lot more, what's the word? Direction for USM. I feel like they need to have like an idea of where they want to do. And they also need to target whoever's weak, and they need to all be targeting the weak person.
Honestly, I think at this point,
crucial,
if we could see some switches here come from USM. Try something different into this Mauga comp that we can't seem to beat.
Yeah, I like what you said about that with countering, but this might be just what they practice and what they're like very comfortable with is comfort picks. So, you know, maybe switching might not be the play for them. They are gonna get wiped out here on the first fight. UNT gonna capture the first flashpoint pretty quickly, and the percentage goes insanely fast on this map because you need to capture what 3 flashpoints.
3.
So the percentages go up really quick. So you only have 1 or 2 fights on each point.
Yeah. It's one of those things that if you get staggered, you can't really wait to get another push because you just don't have enough time.
Yeah. So it's 1 or 2 fights, and that's it. Like, so I'm gonna be trying to retake, as it's already gonna be on 70%.
Yeah, Starkey going down here. I mean, that's one of those picks that we said could be super impactful.
The BAP wall is gonna go down, but they're gonna be able to push through the BAP wall.
Yeah, BAP falls
Gonna
there.
make it obsolete, and then that's gonna be Ymir going down. No tank for USM. Starkey last alive looks like. Gonna find the Lucio, but the first point's already gone.
Yeah, I mean,
The Lucio pick doesn't do much there.
it helps them to at least capture that second point. But I mean, if you're just gonna try and fight this team all the way to second point, it
Yeah.
doesn't really do anything for you.
Yeah. Here. Going into the second point, UNT is going to be able to beat USM there. Going to be the first ones on the point, but a lot of ults coming up from both teams.
Yeah,
This
I
could
mean,
be a scrap battle here.
Yeah, we could just see ults thrown at each other.
The bat ball is going to slow him down initially.
Tracer will come down, taking down the Immort.
Yeah, you're going to go down to the Torval.
Freeze.
Ooh, freeze on the
Mauga
Mauga.
dead.
Mauga's going to go down. That's going to be a great first pick for USM. Another one
Yeah.
frozen there. Not going to quite find him. They're going to be able to push in now with no tank on the board.
Yeah.
They're going to wall off the other players too. This is going to be a free point for USM. Reaper ult might come out here though.
There's the Reaper ult taking 2.
And the Torval too. This might
Yeah.
be risky for USM. It's going to be Clay last alive, it looks like. Going to try to ult his way through. Not
No,
going
he
to
just
find
used his
anything there.
shift.
That
Oh,
was
he did pop ult.
Yeah, he did.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
2%.
I just thought he used his shift there. I mean,
I think if he used it earlier, he might have won that, but
yeah.
just not enough HP to sustain himself. It could have been good with only 3 players left, no tank.
We see 2 ults here from both teams. I mean, this is really anybody's game. I mean, we have both support ults compared to a Beat and a Mauga ult. I just don't know if we can really do anything about it.
I like the support ults. Support ults could be big here. Batball is going to go into the main choke.
There's the Mauga ult. We
But
s-
Mauga ult, gonna keep Clay trapped on the ledge there. He's gonna eventually fall to his death. It's gonna be a stick coming out from Starkey.
There's the Torb going down.
Gonna stick the Torb, but not gonna be able to do much. That's gonna be UNC grabbing the second point too. Lilith gonna go down to the Reaper. One more point for UNC. They're on match point on this map, right?
I mean, 2 flashpoints down. We're already this far in. I mean, if we can't take one of those first 2 points, I don't think it's going to happen. But I mean, anything can happen.
Yeah, they needed to stay into this series though. Mauga's gonna push in. The Reaper's gonna be right behind the Mauga. Play in a tricky
going down
position.
there.
Gonna go down to Mauga. And then the
mean-
Torb's gonna find 2 of his own.
Yeah. Clay just pushed in a little bit too far there.
Starkey once again left alive. Just hanging on. Some are in a bit of trouble here. UNT, they have the point.
There goes down the BAP.
He's gonna stagger
Yeah.
UNT. This
They
could
could
be
just take point here. I
yeah,
mean,
this
with the
could be the
BAP
thing
down,
of the
all they
game.
have is the Lucio.
Lucio not as great of a healer,
No.
but I think he did use a beat though, which could do.
There's
All
the
they need.
male killing the Mauga.
Whoa, this UNT in a tough position here, but the Reaper ult
Reaper
finding
taking
3.
That's just
Oh my
huge.
gosh. Just able to dismantle USM.
They
Were
trade
on.
there.
They were on the upper hand there.
I mean, now
for the
it's just,
Reaper.
they just don't have enough time to take another push here.
And with no ults up, USM, they're in trouble. Lilith's trying to touch. He's just going to go down to the Reaper. That's going to be 2
Mhm.
picks for the
They get
Reaper.
a touch there from Starkey.
Oh, Starkey's going to go down as well.
Down
And
there.
overtime
That's
is going to be it. USM losing out the 3rd map. UNT just playing better.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like their comp was a little bit more well positioned for
It
how
was
they played.
Yeah, it was well built for them. I mean, every time the Mauga slammed, the Reaper's right behind him, and the Maywall is like right behind you. So
Yeah.
it was just great teamwork and chemistry. And look at this ult,
Yeah.
finding 2 picks or finding a pick and then a Reaper ult on 3, just winning them the whole flashpoint right there.
Yeah. Usually you don't see these Reaper picks unless they're a really, really good player. And I mean,
Mhm.
clearly we saw that the Reaper was the play for them.
Yeah, UNC just overall, UNC just overall played better. I mean, USM going down 3-0, but it was close.
Yeah.
It was.
There
It
was a
wasn't
few times there it was close.
necessarily a beatdown. So a lot of stuff to work on. A lot of stuff to work on coming next week. But that's gonna be it for us today.
Yeah.
Come join us for Valorant tomorrow. That's gonna be good. We're playing against Boise State. Gonna be a hard opponent, but I think we have a chance.
Yeah. Wish
So
you the
join
best of
us
luck.
tomorrow. Only one thing left to say. Southern Miss
To the top.
to the top. We'll see you guys later.
See ya.